What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of DT Podcast. How is everybody doing today? I'm on one. It's too early for a beer. I'm just going to drink a water. Don't hold me to that one. Maybe I'll have a beer in a while. I don't know. So what's up, everybody? Thank you for coming back to me. Thank you for clicking the invitation link to watch my shit. And today is going to be a quick one. Today's a challenge. I'm not one to shy away from a fucking challenge. I got called out. I got put on blast. I got assassinated. My character had been questioned and tested, and here I am meeting the challenge, drumming it up to be more dramatic than it actually is. But I was at a concert last weekend. I went to see one of my favorite bands of all time. I went to see Megadeth, Dave Mustaine's Megadeth. Anyone who knows who Megadeth is or anything to do with thrash metal back in the 80s, Dave Mustaine, the co-founder of a band called Megadeth, was in Metallica. He was one of the first guitarists of Metallica, and he got kicked out of Metallica for being too much of a violent drunk and a raging alcoholic. And that says a lot coming from Metallica, who existed back in the day, who were violent drunks and raging alcoholics. Allegedly. I don't want to get sued, you know. But the Riverside Festival in Aarburg, however you pronounce that, in Switzerland. Not too far from where I live, so the commute was pretty cool. Had a few beers, enjoyed myself, let loose, let the hair down, as they say. And, overall had a great time. Saw the guys right up the front. I'll talk about strategy in a while, but that's where this comes about. I put up a little Instagram post the next day with my raspy voice and bitching about people who use their phones at concerts all the time. And I looked like shit. I looked terrible. And Anna, the powerful self, said, hey, you should do these tips on how to go to a concert, blah, blah, blah. And I just went, I don't want to be that guy. Hi, guys. And today we're going to talk about concerts. And with these 3 tips, no, that's not who I am. That's not what I want to be. I don't want to be one of those fucking Instagram, hi, guys, fuck off. But what I will do is I will jot down and ask you to get a pen and a piece of paper and take down notes, because right now I'm going to give solid advice from someone who is completely addicted to going to concerts. And that's just what's going to happen today. I'm going to try and keep it short so that, people don't shut it down quick. I'm a huge music head. I always was. I always will be. When it doesn't matter what I'm doing, walking somewhere, at work, at home, I'm listening to music. Music is on in the background all the time. Music or podcast, but for the sake of the exercise, we'll say music. And I was a musician, I guess. I used to play guitar. I dabbled on piano when I was a kid. I was a drummer from the age of 13 to 27. I played in all different types of musical genres: folk liturgy, church music, jazz, blues, rock, heavy metal. You name it, I used to play it. 4/4 for life, though, But that dream kind of lost its edge when I was 27, fell in love with fighting, still love listening to music and all that kind of stuff, but the playing of music kind of dwindled when I was about 26, 27. And I used to not really go to that many concerts when I was living in Ireland. Like, I would go to as many live music bar things in my hometown, like the Quad, the Brogue, Crane Lane. All live music is special, My first concert I ever went to, I went with my mom. I went to Oasis in Páirc Uí Chaoimh in Cork when I was 12. I'll never forget that show. There's still some clips on YouTube that I check out periodically. First concert I ever been to was in Dublin, was Metallica. That was when I was about 19. And not many, I understand now that not many big bands would come to Ireland. You know, you get a few that come to Dublin, but very few would come outside of Dublin. Slayer came to Cork. I went to that one. But my concert addiction happened when I moved to Switzerland. And the logistics of the location of this goddamn country, it's just beautiful for European tours. So when when the bands come from America and they hit Spain, Portugal, head up to France, Germany, Poland, Austria, Italy, they all stop in either in southwestern Switzerland, which is Geneva on the French border, Basel on the French and German border, or Zurich, which is northern Switzerland. And some come to Ticino too, which is in the southeast, in Lugano, and some festivals happen there too when the bands hit Italy. But the majority are focused in Zurich and Geneva, and Basel, of course, too. Pratteln, Z7, my happy place, Z7 in Switzerland. But I became addicted to going to concerts. And I see so many people making so many mistakes at concerts. And I've made these mistakes too. And I'm here today to share some advice on how to improve your concert experience. Hi guys. And today, fuck off. So I get it. If you're not like an avid concert goer, you're not really going to want to heed this advice. But if you are, share in the comments whether you think I'm full of shit or not. Step number 1, don't wait until the last week to get your ticket. You may want to stand near the stage. You may complain about having to sit at the back and just be able to see like small silhouettes of the band. When the concert is announced, find out when the concert goes on sale, and depending on how popular the band is, buy your ticket accordingly. I stood in line at Metallica selling days where the ticket went on sale. I stood in line for hours to make sure I got a ticket. And, sometimes they didn't sell out and it was a waste of time, but I've been caught. I think was it Iron Maiden? I think it was Iron Maiden that I didn't get a ticket for. And I think I went outside the venue and I paid like double the price at my own risk to see if it was a dud ticket or not. And I got in. But you run the risk if you don't buy your ticket straight away. I'm going to go to that show in 3 months. And then like the week before you get your ticket. And it's like, there's no standing tickets. I'm seated at the back. Boring, right? Seats are for the elderly. Is that ageist? I don't know. I'm trying to turn into Andrew Tate, guys. What do you think? Map out the logistics of how you're going to get to the show. Do not, and I repeat, do not drive to a concert, especially a popular concert, one that's in an arena or a stadium or a festival, unless you've got unmerciful and unmatched patience. Traffic is always a nightmare. That GPS thing in our cars, that only factors in normal, regular traffic. Sometimes it'll factor in like rush hour traffic, but there's a difference between rush hour traffic and concert traffic. Depending on the size of the show, there could be 11,000, 15,000, 30,000 people all driving to the show, sitting in traffic, missing the first 2 opening acts and queuing for everything. Get public transport. Always get public transport. Buses, trains, taxi. I don't know if that even counts, but get a taxi to somewhere where you can get dropped off and walk the rest of the way. Like 10-minute walk. That'll save you a lot of stress. I've been sitting in traffic. 5 Finger Death Punch, 2016 or 17. I was sitting in traffic in Zurich at rush hour, passing the airport to see Five Finger Death Punch, driving and stopping every 5 minutes for 2 hours. Missed most of the show. The fact that I didn't kill anybody that night is beyond me. Will I leave that in? I'm thinking about doing ASMR. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. When you get to the show, do not depend on the venue having food. Go and have a sandwich en route or with your beer en route. Do not go to a venue hungry. You will get hungry as the night progresses and maybe there'll be food there. But queuing at concerts, again, but depending on the size, can be a fucking nightmare. Do not go to a concert hungry. Christ. I did it once. And again, the fact that I didn't kill anybody that night, beyond me. And, and here's probably the most important part of the advice going forward. Do not go and arrive at a concert smashed. And I'll repeat that. Do not go to a concert and arrive there with more than 2 drinks inside of you. The excitement, the dopamine, whatever, is it dopamine? I'm not sure. Is it adrenaline? I'm not a fucking Scientologist. That all mixed together, you're going to be too intoxicated very quickly. You're not going to enjoy the show. Happened to me, I want to say 2 times. Don't be that guy. Never want to be that guy. Go get yourself 2 drinks before you go in. Have it on the way, on the train, on the bus, wherever, however you're going to get there, and show up relatively fucking sober. Go in, have another beer, and before the show starts, have a 4th. If you get to the show smashed, it's going to be a horrible experience for you and for everybody that you bump into and try and fight. You know what I mean? That's the reality of it all. I was at a Metallica show in Basel with a guy who I don't talk to anymore, who grabbed this poor girl who was just trying to pass us, and he had just been too intoxicated. The girl was about 18, grabbed her, shoved her on, she spilt all her drink, bumped into everybody, and he looked at her and just said, "I told you to get out the fucking way." And I'm just like, dude, this doesn't work. Like, you just can't do that. So don't be that guy at a concert for sure. Piece of advice for when you get to the actual venue and when you're inside where the bands are going to be playing. A lot of people stand right at the back. A lot of people are right up the front as their preference. Advice on where to get the best sound is stand right in front of the sound desk. So you've got the band playing, and like in the middle of the crowd, there's the sound desk. Stand right in front of that, and that's where the best sound is, because that's where the sound engineer has regulated all the sound. If you stand over towards the right-hand side at the front, you're going to miss all of the sound coming from the left speakers, and they're not equal. So you got the guitarist over here, the bass player over here, you got heavy bass over here, you got a lot of guitar over there. You don't hear what vice versa where you're standing. Stand right in the middle. You'll hear vocals, drums, bass, guitar, synthesizer, Celine Dion's voice, wherever you're going to go, stand right in front of the sound desk, and that's your spot for the sound. If you want to be like push right up the front and see your idol and reach out and touch him or her, then that's fine. But for sound, stand right in front of that sound desk, 100%. And now for the real reason why this podcast was conceived in my brain. Phones. Fucking phones. Jesus Christ. I got my regular phone, my normal everyday phone. I got my concert phone, Dimebag Darrell. Who's on the front? Lemmy. I got a concert phone because I've lost phones at concerts before. Sometimes they slip out of your pocket. Sometimes you're in a mosh pit and things get bumped. You fall over. It happens. Get yourself a phone that you don't mind losing so that when you get home, you got your phone. I have a concert phone. I have this concert phone because I've lost phones before. But I also don't use this phone a lot because I want to enjoy the fucking show. And I don't want to spend the entire night looking at the concert through the screen. I would rather look at the concert with my eyes. So many fucking phones at concerts nowadays. I said in that Instagram post, it makes no sense. You will not watch these fucking videos back maybe the next day, and then they'll be off your phone forever. You're going to send them to friends who are not going to watch them. Fact. Put your fucking phone away and enjoy the fucking show. Standing there. Band comes out. Oh my God, I got to root through and find the app with the pictures, and then I got to put it up, and then I got to focus it and zoom in and turn. Also, brightness. When you're at a dark show, ethics, concert ethics, turn the brightness down. I don't want to be staring at your screen. I don't want to be turning my fucking head around your screen so I can see the band that I came to see. Put your phone away. 2 things. Stop taking videos and stop going live. Nobody gives a fuck about what you do at concerts, and we don't watch your stupid live fucking videos of just you screaming the lyrics, which is the majority of the audio that's picked up, and we can't really see because you're so far fucking back. It's a shit video. It's shit sound. It's a shit visual. We don't watch it. We're not going to like it, and we're not going to comment. Clear as daylight. Put your phone away. Take one picture. Look, fucking Megadeth the other night. I think I took one picture. I took 2 pictures. Yeah. And it wasn't even when they were playing. It was between songs so I could enjoy the show. So many people around me were going live on Facebook, taking videos and sending them on WhatsApp groups immediately during the show, or calling loved ones so that they could see or hear a shit video with horrible sound on a phone. So you weren't at the concert watching the show. So don't tell people that you were at the concert watching the show when you were on your phone showing other people who don't care about the show. Am I too aggressive on this one? Let me know in the comments. Phones at concerts, man. It fucking just destroys the atmosphere. I'm trying to watch the show and I'm trying to negotiate my head and neck around 60 different fucking iPhones and their brightnesses just so that they can show someone that they were at a show that they weren't even paying attention to. You fucking morons. Drives me bonkers. So let's move on before I get more angry, I guess. I don't know. Put your phone away. Enjoy the show. Search the hashtag next day on Instagram or Facebook, and then you'll see what other people have posted, and then you can say, I was at that show. That's how I found a lot of I found one really cool picture, actually. I'll find it and I'll put it up here. Airborne were playing in the KKL in Lucerne, which is a very classy place to go for events and functions, and it's a rock show, so it felt really out of place. But I put my phone away, and Joel, the lead guy, comes out into the crowd on his, Tech's shoulders and starts soloing his guitar. And he's right in front of me. I think I'll be able to find the video too. He throws his can up. He had a can of beer that he smashed against his head. And he threw his can up, and I caught the can, and I finished the drink. And my friend who was on the balcony was filming. I'm like, Hopefully she fucking filmed this. She filmed it and sent it to me, and that's how I got it. And then I searched the hashtag the next day, and I found pictures of, me just air guitaring like a fucking lunatic. It was one of my funniest concert memories, actually. But yeah, just enjoy the show. That's the reason you purchased a ticket. You didn't purchase a ticket to go on a phone. And also prior to that, there's toilet ethics and beer and food ethics too, right? So go on the promoter's website or Facebook or Instagram and find out the running order of the time. So first band starts at this time, second band starts at this time, third band starts at this time. 15 minutes before your band is supposed to start, that's when you go to the bathroom. That's when you go to get a beer, or that's when you go get food and take your spot. Because when the band starts and the rush of people and everyone's excited and everyone's got their phone up, it's going to be difficult for you to leave the venue. Go to the bathroom, get food, get a drink. Forfeit your time. Come in with beer, come in with food, come in with an empty bladder. And you should be in your position 5 minutes before the act starts. That's how you enjoy a show. Figure out the logistics of getting home. Do not drive. Certainly do not drink and drive. At DT Podcast, we do not advocate for DUIs. Drinking and driving is bad, is wrong. Even though they say the more you do something, the better you get at it. I don't know if I can give that advice on the air. But do not drink and drive. If you have a beer, if you have 2 beers, you're not good to drive. Go get a taxi, get a bus, get a train, call a friend, call your mom. Do not drink and drive. And get home. Have your pajamas ready before you hop into bed. Have them ready before you leave for the show. I am so ridiculously organized. I sleep in a hoodie or a tracksuit or something. I have that ready next to a bottle of water, depending on the level of alcohol consumed. So when I get home, I can just derobe, change, teeth, water, bed, straight away. When you're leaving the show, make sure if you're going to buy merchandise, buy it at a cost price from the merch stand, and do not buy counterfeit crap outside the venue. You're going to buy a shit t-shirt that's going to last 2 washes, and you're going to waste the cheaper money as opposed to buying the merchandise from the band that helps support the very people that you bought a ticket to go see. He's so fucking ethical, this guy. Holy shit. Yeah, let me know in the comments if you think I'm completely full of shit. But this is coming from a guy who is completely addicted. I have succumbed to the addiction. There's a lot worse things to be addicted to. You know what I mean? And I don't need to name out those substances, but I'm addicted to going to concerts. I cannot wait to go to the next concert. I love the experience. I love the people that I meet there. Some of my closest friends right now are people that I met at a concert. One of my favorite concert stories, I'll tell it real quick. I've asked permission to tell this story. I went to go see a band in Basel. I went to go see Accept and Sabaton in 2016, I think. I went to go see them with a friend, and I lost my phone. I lost my phone at Sabaton. I looked in my pocket, phone was gone. I couldn't text my friend, hey, where are we meeting to get home? Because he was driving. I couldn't text my wife saying I'm going to be late. I don't know when I'm going to get home. I lost my phone. I don't know what to do. I couldn't find my friend. So I went out and I tried to regroup. I went out and got a beer during Sabaton. And I saw 2 guys drinking beer and speaking English. And I'm like, hey guys, I lost my phone. Can I take one of your phones, log on to Facebook, send my wife a message? Skinhead, what are you going to do? Guys, I'm not trying to steal your phone. Here's my wallet. I just need to send a message. Dan and Nicholas, 2 absolute fucking gents. Dan gave me his phone, logged into Facebook, sent my wife a message. Thanked the guys, went and bought 2 beers for them and left. I got a message the next morning, an email, excuse me, because I guess I'd left my email logged in on Facebook. Hey Dave, hope you got your phone back. See you at the next show. Maybe we can have a beer, blah, blah, blah. And I just went, hey man, awesome. I didn't get the phone back. Bought a new phone today because anyway, we stayed in contact. Hey Dan, I'm going to this concert. Are you going? Yeah, I'm going. Excellent. Met up at the show, bought beers. Been friends ever since. Went with Megadeth this weekend with my buddy Dan. Had a great time. That's the type of people you meet at concerts. Like-minded people with similar interests. And, good people. Heavy metalheads. We're meant to be Satanists. Scumbags of society. Horrible to be around. Aggressive. Nasty. Thieves. No. We're good people. We like good music. Like-minded people. It all works. Been friends with those guys ever since. Many more shows to come. And that's how you enjoy the concert experience. I've seen so many videos of Taylor Swift fans that went viral because of their antics. Do you know that there's a thing called adult diapers in America? So to market it, I think, through Taylor Swift, because they didn't want to leave their seats because the queues at toilets were so big that fans were missing 5 and 6 and 7 songs from Taylor Swift's shows. It's also not cool when you see these videos when she starts the intro to one of her songs that she's there to sing and everyone loses their fucking mind as if they found out who shot John F. Kennedy. It was not Lee Harvey Oswald. Screaming at the top of their lungs, oh my God. Yeah, you're here to hear her sing those songs. Why are you so shocked? It doesn't make any sense. And also every single one of those viral videos from Taylor Swift that have been circling Instagram, it's just 60,000 people on their phones screaming. I don't know how you enjoy a show like that. And apparently the cost was like $500 a ticket or something like that. It's ridiculous. That's how you enjoy a show. I don't know what concert I'm going to next, but I'm going to buy a ticket soon because it feeds my addiction. What are your favorite shows? Who have you gone to see? What have you done? I saw Lemmy from Motorhead play live several times. I met Zakk Wylde's Black Label Society. I met Megadeth. I met Anthrax. My first ever selfie was with Jeff Waters from Annihilator outside the O'Connell Street venue. I think it's called the Ambassador, maybe, in Dublin. I had a Tesco's camera clicker, the ones you had to like wind, in 2005 or 6, and that was my very first selfie right there. Yeah, guys, let me know your concert experience. Let me know if you don't care about concerts and you've done me this great pleasure of having watched this video for me. Thank you very much. Let me know what you want my next episode to be about. Let me know if you think I'm swearing too much, and let me know if you think I'm completely full of shit with my opinions and that I'm wrong about everything. Thank you very much. Like, share, and subscribe, rate and review, and what a shit outro, you know what I mean? Like, it's just so retarded. Have a good one, guys. Rock and roll.